to the Tiger Dome, the home of the Fort Scott Tigers. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you stand as we honor our country and those who serve it with the playing of our national anthem. We request you remove your hats. Active and retired military personnel are invited to keep their hats on and render a salute. The national anthem will be performed tonight by the Tiger Pep Band under the direction of Joseph Lancaster.
We're having the national anthem before the game, so you can just listen in. All right, welcome back to Fort Scott High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we are about ready for our starting lineups. The Lady Vikes will start senior Braylon Hinman-Mitchell, senior Cadence Ball, junior Alex Stoneberger, sophomore Heidi Schultz, and sophomore Ayana Robertson. And the starting lineup for the home team, Lady Tigers, senior Rayleigh, senior Abby Gorman, senior Claire McElroy, senior Aubrey, and senior Jason Rogers. So Lady Vikes going to have their work cut out for them here tonight. 5 seniors in the starting lineup for this team, coached by Pashone Steps, was a standout athlete at Independence Community College, and went on to play D1 basketball, and does an awesome job here with these Lady Fort Scott Tigers. They love him here in Fort Scott. So Lady Vikes coached by first-year head coach Eric Lyons, and they are getting all the starters announced at the moment. Robertson, the last one to get announced for the Lady Vikes. And hopefully the Lady Vikes can try to match up well with this senior-led team from Fort Scott. So we'll see how the Lady Vikes are going to see if they can match up with them. I know when they played them back in December, the Lady Vikes did pretty well in the first half, but then Lady Tigers kind of ran away with it as the game went on. So Lady Vikes fell to Frontenac on Tuesday night. Kind of struggled a little bit from the floor. Lost last Friday at home versus Chanute after winning the last 2 games of the Lancer Classic, defeating Southeast Cherokee and Columbus to get to their 4 wins that they have on the season. So we are underway, and Robertson wins the tip, gets it to Stoneberger, and Stoneberger is guarded by Cowan. Now Gorman with the steal, and Gorman stepped out of bounds, so it'll be a turnover right back to the Lady Vikes. So 2 quick turnovers here, one by the Lady Vikes and one by Fort Scott. 7:49 to play, no score. Robertson to inbounds to Stoneberger. Stoneberger gets it to Hinman-Mitchell. Hinman-Mitchell brings it back up top. Lady Vikes in their traveling black uniforms. Robertson in the paint, scores it, and is fouled. So Ayana Robertson getting the first bucket of the game. So 2-0 Lady Vikes here in the first 22 seconds of the game. Robertson will go to the free throw line. At the line, up and good. 3-0 Lady Vikes. So here comes the Lady Tigers. Cowan gets that court to McElroy. Back to Cowan. Cowan will run the point. A lot of times given up to Gorman. Gorman was a hot shooter back in December when we played him. I think she had 5 3-pointers in that game. Now J.C. Rogers gets it underneath, and she is fouled. And so Rogers will go to the line to shoot 2. So Stoneberger's going to pick up her first foul. So J.C. Rogers at the line to shoot 2. First one is good. All 5 of these senior starters for the Lady Tigers have played a lot of minutes. They played a lot of minutes as sophomores and juniors, and now they're really playing a lot of minutes as seniors. Now missed layup underneath after the missed second field goal. So now the whistle again, and so going to be another foul, this time on Hinman Mitchell. And now Riley Cowan will go to the line to shoot 2. So 3-1, 7:07 to play first quarter, and Cowan to shoot 2 free throws. First one is good. So 3-2 now, with Cowan with one more to be able to tie this game in the early going. Second free throw is up and rattles in. So 3-3. Lady Tigers with all their points from the free throw line. Stoneberger double team, loses it. Here comes Cowan quickly the other way, gets underneath, gets blocked by Ball. Now Aubrey Yerrick. Now Claire McElroy wants a 3, in and out, no good. Robertson with, no, that's Hinman Mitchell with the rebound. Here, Cadence Ball trying to get it down low to Robertson. Robertson gets little jumper, no good. Hinman Mitchell though with the rebound and is fouled by McElroy. So Claire McElroy is going to pick up her first foul. And Hinman Mitchell is going to go to the line to shoot 2. So in the first minute 25, we're going to have 7 free throws shot. That's highly unusual. So Hinman Mitchell missed the first one. She'll have one more. Ball game is tied at 3, 6:35 to play first quarter. Second free throw is good. 4-3 Lady Vikes. And here comes Cowan, gets it up to McElroy. McElroy to Yarrick. Yarrick kicks it back out to Cowan. And Schultz doing a great job on Gorman, keeping the ball out of her hands. Now Yarrick kicks it back out to McElroy. McElroy wants to drive, puts it up, and is fouled by Robertson. So 2 more free throws. As now Lady Vikes have 3 fouls here in the first 2 minutes of the game. So Claire McElroy will go to the line to shoot 2. First one's good. So all the points are coming from the free throw line for the Lady Tigers. Lady Vikes got a 2-point basket from Robertson and then 2 free throws, one from Hinman Mitchell, one from Robertson. Second free throw's no good, but now a turnover. Now Gorman gives off. And now Gorman 3, no good. Hinman Mitchell with the rebound, needs help. She's trapped in the corner. Gets it ahead. Schultz has it. Schultz trying to get it down low to Robertson. She loses the handle. And here comes Yarrick, gives up to Gorman. 4-4, 5:47 to play. Yarrick, missed shot, but rebounded by the Tigers. They kick it all the way around. Cowan with it, gets in the paint, puts it up, no good, but an offensive rebound by Yarrick, and she puts it up and good. So the first basket and 6th point for the Lady Tigers. 6-4 Tigers timeout on the floor with Coach Lyons. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Welcome back. Tony Fuentes here, along with Harrison Hall taking care of my live stream. Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio passing us through. And Lady Vikes trail 6-4, 5:28 to play first quarter. And Coach Lyons takes an early timeout trying to get things straightened out. Lady Vikes having a little bit of trouble with the press from the Lady Tigers, and they're going to continue to press the entire game. So Lady Vikes going to have to find a way to move the ball across court without causing any turnovers. Near turnover now. Now Hinman Mitchell gets at the ball. Ball for a three. No good. Rebound goes to Lady Vikes. Got the rebound, but she was out of bounds, so it's going to be ball's going to go over to the Lady Tigers. Riley Cowan to bring it up court. Gives off to McElroy. Clearly up court to Rogers. Rogers in the paint to Yarick, and Yarick scores it easily. So Aubrey Yarick, 2 easy buckets. 8-4 now in favor of the Lady Tigers. Brenna Kramer. And it is a turnover. Here's Abby Gorman. She's going to go in for a layup, and it's good. So Abby Gorman gets her first basket. 10-4 Lady Tigers. 4:42 to play first quarter. Robertson gives out to Kramer. Kramer throws it up to Ball. Gets it down low to Schultz, and she is blocked by Claire McElroy. And they're going to call a foul. The referee under the basket did not call the foul. He was going to call it just out of bounds. But the referee up top says it is a foul. And it's going to send Heidi Schultz to the line for 2. So this will be the 10th and 11th free throw of this quarter. First free throw from Schultz is good. McElroy picking up her second foul for the Lady Tigers. So Laura Lee Clark checking in for the Lady Tigers. Second free throw from Schultz is no good. Rebound to Rogers of the Tigers. And now stolen by the Lady Vikings. Here comes Hinman Mitchell. Braylon getting to the paint and lost it out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady Vikes, I believe. Lady Vikes, I think, caught a break there. So Braylon to inbounds underneath their own basket. So Hinman Mitchell needs to get it in. Gotta go. Gets it into Schultz. Schultz now pushed off, no call. Stoneberger with it. Kicks it over to Cadence Ball. 4:07 to play here. First quarter, 10-5. Lady Vikes trail by 5. Robertson from the elbow. Puts it up. And they're going to say a foul. Let's see who they got it on. I think they got it on Rogers. Nope. They called it on Yarick. I didn't think Yarick was around her, but Robertson's going to be at the line now to shoot 2. First one is up. No good. 3:56 to play first quarter. 10-5 in favor of Fort Scott. Robertson with one more. Second one is up, in and out and back in. So now 3 points for Robertson. Actually, make that 4 points for Robertson. There's Gorman, gets it down low to Yark for an easy, she missed it. Then an offensive rebound, and now Gorman. Now another offensive rebound, now Laura Lee Clark for a three. Laura Lee Clark. So Laura Lee Clark with her first basket. Now Stoneberger coming the other way. 13-6, Lady Vikes trail by 7. And now it's a steal by Laura Lee Clark. She gives it up, and a score by Kipton Hunsaker. So Hunsaker with her first basket. Now the Lady Vikes trying to push it down the floor, and they throw it away. Now Lady Tigers with the possession, and now a 9-point advantage at 3:09 to play in the first quarter. So Lady Vikes started off the game 3-0, and it's been a 15-3 run ever since by the Lady Tigers. Laura Lee Clark with it, needs help. Should have been stolen by the Lady Vikes, but Rogers runs it down. Now Gorman gets it down low to Hunsaker, and she misses it. And Durkin, who just checked into the game, gets a good defensive rebound and is fouled. So Hunsaker picked up her first foul. So that's 5 fouls on the Tigers. It's going to send Ava Durkin to the line for the Lady Vikes. So the Lady Vikes have already shot 7 free throws. This will be the 8th and 9th free throws of the quarter. First one is up and good. And the Lady Tigers have shot 6 free throws, so this might be the most free throws I've ever seen in a quarter in a girls' game. We've had halves where we haven't even had a free throw. Second one is no good, but an offensive rebound by Hinman Mitchell, but then she turns it over. Here comes Gorman quickly up the floor to Hunsaker. Hunsaker layup is good. Kipton Hunsaker with her second basket. Now 17-7, 10-point advantage. Lady Vikes trail. 2:37, Hinman Mitchell floater in the paint. It's good. Braylon gets her first basket and third point. 17-9, 2:26 and counting. Now a turnover. Lady Vikes have it. They throw it down. Saved by Kramer. Now Schultz underneath is fouled, I believe, by Hunsaker. It's either Hunsaker or Clark. Let's see who they got it on. Got it on Clark. So 2 free throws now for Heidi Schultz. She was 1 for 2 the first time she went to the line. Free throw is up, no good. 2:17 to play first quarter. 17-9. So Schultz at the line, one more. This one's way off and rebounded by the Tigers. And Lillian Jackson just checked in for the Tigers. Now Hunsaker took steps in the lane, no call. Now missed shot underneath. Now back out to Cowan, who gives off to Gorman. Now a skip pass all the way across to Hunsaker. Hunsaker tripped, puts it up, and going to be a couple more foul shots. Foul is called on Brenna Kramer. That's going to be her first. So Kipton Hunsaker will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and no good. She will have one more.
Check in for the Tigers, number 20, Claire McElroy. She replaces Abby Gorman.
McElroy checking back in. She has 2 fouls, so she's going to have to be careful not to pick up that third. Surprised Coach Steps put her back in. And now missed free throw and a rebound by the Lady Vikes. 17-9. Lady Vikes get it across half court. Now Kramer nearly took steps. Now Cadence Ball with it. Lady Vikes just don't look comfortable on the offensive side. So now give and go underneath, missed shot, and now going to be a jump ball. It's going to be possession over to the Lady Tigers. And surprisingly, that's the first jump ball of the quarter. Usually there's about 5 by now. Now Hunsicker with it. That's got to be a backcourt. She went across and back, but no call. McElroy gives off to Hunsicker. Hunsicker gets into the paint, puts it up. No good, but she is fouled. So yet more free throws coming here in the first quarter. Might be a record. So 11 free throws shot by the Vikings here in the first quarter. And this is going to be the 9th and 10th for the Tigers. First one from Hunsicker is good this time. The Tigers are 5 for 9. The Vikings are 5 for 11 from the free throw. And Hunsicker's going to have one more. .110 to play here in the first quarter. Lady Vikes with the rebound after the missed free throw. 18-9, 9-point advantage for the Lady Tigers. Now Stoneberger with it. Gets it down low to Hinman Mitchell. Around and missed shot. And here comes Cowan quickly the other way. Senior guard gives off to Claire McElroy for a 3, and it's way short. And it is going to go out of bounds. 44 seconds left in the quarter. 18-9, Lady Vikes trail by 9. Stoneberger to bring it up the court for the Lady Vikes. She gives it up to Hinman Mitchell. Now to Robertson. Back to Stoneberger. Now to Schultz. Robertson from the elbow. In and out, no good. And now rebound goes to Lady Tigers. And now Lady Vikes squirming for the ball. And they're going to call a jump ball as a couple of girls take a tumble on the floor with 19 seconds left to go in the quarter. Lady Vikes will get the possession on the jump ball here. So Lady Vikes have 19 seconds to work with here to finish the first quarter. And Cowan to guard the inbound. Now Schultz with it. Schultz getting the paint, kicks it back out. Now Stoneberger needs help, and it's going to be another jump ball. This time held ball going to Fort Scott. So 9 seconds left to go in the first half.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 2, Abby Gorman. She replaces Lillian.
So Gorman checks back in for the Lady Tigers. 9.2 seconds left. Aubrey Yarrick, the inbounds. And she gets it into Hunsicker. Hunsicker gets it down the court. Now Yarrick underneath, missed shot, out of bounds, and it is the end of the quarter. So this should be end of the first quarter, 18-9. Lady Vikes trail by 9. Let's take a 1-minute break. This is the Viking basketball on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office.
Welcome back to Fort Scott High School. Tony Fuentes here, along with Harrison Hall, taking care of my live stream. Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio, and we are ready for the second quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 9, 18-9, as we start this second quarter. Hinman Mitchell with it. Dribbling around to the corner, kicks it back out to Lexi Jones, who just checked in for the first time. She's at the elbow, tries to put it up, no good. Now Robertson missed shot. Now Hinman Mitchell with the rebound, and putback is good. So Braylon now with 5 points. And the Lady Vikes. And now quickly down the other end, JC Rogers puts it up and in and scores it and is fouled. And the foul is going to be on Robertson, and that's going to be her second. So Rogers puts it up and is good. So now JC Rogers has 4 points. 21-11, Lady Vikes trail by 10. Let's just keep it here. I'd like to thank some sponsors. I'd like to thank Brown Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Day and Zimmerman, Idea Tech, SEK Ortho, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Snyder Lawn Care, Labette Bank, Parsons Educational Foundation, Bowen Pharmacy, Roy's Auto Service, Wood Insurance Center, Community National Bank, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Forbes Hoppin Funeral Homes, Parsons District Schools, Eye Care Associate of Parsons, Drs. Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Clemens Insurance Agency, Commercial Bank, Tank Connection, Elmhaven Nursing Homes and Woodbridge Estates, Labette Community College, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Bartlett Co-op, and Labette Health. Thank you to all of our sponsors helping bring you Viking basketball here in the 25-26 season. And Robertson gets it knocked back into her hands, and she was out of bounds, so it's going to be a turnover to the Lady Tigers. And now Rogers inbounds to Cowan. Now McElroy back to Cowan. Now J.C. Rogers kicks it to Yarrick. Yarrick a little. Heidi Schultz got pushed down and no call. Now Gorman gets the paint. Now Rogers put it up, and they're going to call a foul. And it's just unbelievable how many fouls they're calling here. So Stoneberger's going to pick up her second foul. So J.C. Rogers now will go to the line again. And first one is up and good. And she's going to have one more. So Rogers now with 5 points. 6:53 to play, second quarter, 22-11. Lady Vikes trail by 11. Second one is also good, 23-11. And now Lady Vikes Need to get it across half court. Hinman Mitchell with it, and it's stolen. Aubrey Yarick gets it stolen right back. Here comes Hinman Mitchell quickly the other way. She's double teamed and another steal. Here comes J.C. Rogers, and she is fouled by Hinman Mitchell. And that's going to be Hinman Mitchell's second. So 6:22 to play, 6:32 to play. Lady Vikes trail by 12, 23-11. They get it into Gorman. Gorman kicks it over to Cowan. Now to McElroy, back to Cowan. Just a lot of quick passes around the perimeter for the Lady Tigers. Now they're trying to get it down low to McElroy. Now they throw it out of bounds. And Lexi Jones, well, check that. Ayana Robertson will inbound for Lady Vikes. Gets it into Kramer. Back to Robertson. Now Schultz. Lady Vikes just need to get it across. They rarely get it across before the 10-minute mark. And here comes Kramer for a three. In and out, no good. And the rebound goes to Rogers. McElroy to bring it up the court. She throws it quickly down court. And it goes out of bounds off of Cowan. Lady Vikes catch a break there. Lady Vikes trail by 12, 23-11. 5:53 to play second quarter. Robertson then inbounds for the Lady Vikes. Gets it into Kramer. Kramer gets across half court, gives it to Cadence Ball. Ball throws it down low to Lexi Jones. Now back out top the Ball. Schultz thought about the three. And now all the way back around. And now Kramer for a layup. So good ball movement by the Lady Vikes here. Kramer picks up her first basket. 23-13. Now a steal by Lexi Jones. Now up the court to Ball. Ball gives off to Kramer. Missed shot underneath. Now here comes Rogers quickly the other way. She's cut off by Schultz. Now McElroy back to Gorman for a three, and it's good. And that's what Abby Gorman did against us back in December. It was just like that. And I was going to say out of bounds off the Lady Tigers. So Lady Vikes catch a break there. 26-13. Lady Vikes trail by 13. 4:57 to play second quarter. You get it into Kramer. Now Robertson across midcourt. Gives off the Cadence Ball. Now it's nearly thrown away. Now Schultz with it. Now Kramer. Now she nearly loses it. And they're going to call travel, I believe, on the Lady Vikes.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 10, Kipton Hunsaker.
So Kipton Hunsaker checks back in for the Lady Tigers.
In for the Vikings, number 1, Braylon Hinman Mitchell, also number 22, Alex Stoneberger.
So Stoneberger checking back in. And they get it into Laura Lee Clark. And now Gorman for the Tigers with it. Gives up to Rogers. Rogers missed shot. But an offensive rebound. Now Laura Lee Clark wants a three. No good. Now another offensive rebound. But now here comes Hinman Mitchell out of the pack. Gives it up to Kramer. Kramer gets all the way in the paint. Puts it up. No good. But she is fouled. So Brenna Kramer will go to the line to shoot two. Lady Vikes trail by 13, 26-13. 4:18 to play here in the first half. Brenna Kramer at the line for the first time. In and out, no good. She'll have one more. So Kramer takes her time, gets set. Second free throw is up, no good. And rebound ends up going to Kramer. Now Robertson with it, puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up again, and good. So Ayana Robertson now with 6 points. Lady Vikes down by 11, 26-15. Laura Lee Clark. Now Gorman down low, gets it to Mary Malone, who just checked into the game. Another offensive rebound by the Tigers, and now Clark 4 of 3, and it's good this time. So a second three-pointer by Laura Lee Clark. Now traveling violation on Brenna Kramer. 3:38 to play, second quarter. 29-15 in favor of the Lady Tigers. J.C. Rogers inbounds to Abby Gorman. 3:35 and counting here in the first half. Gorman gets it to Clark for another three. In and out, no good this time, but another offensive rebound. Lady Vikes got to start getting some defensive rebounds. Now going to be another jump ball as Schultz ties up Hunsicker. 3:18 to play, second quarter, 29-15. Lady Tigers to inbounds underneath their own basket. Hunsicker to inbounds. Needs to get it in. Man, that had to have been close to 5 seconds. Now Rogers kicks out to Hunsicker. Turnaround in and out and back in for Kipton Hunsicker. She has 7 points now. Now Hinman Mitchell needs to get it across half court. She barely gets it across in the 10-second. And she trips. It looks like she got tripped by Maloon, but no call. Now Hunsicker puts up a layup, no good. Lady Vikes get the rebound, get the outlet to Hinman Mitchell. She scores it and is fouled. So Braylon now with 7 points and going to go to the free throw line to try to add one more. 2:43 to play, second quarter, 31-17. Lady Vikes trail by 14. Hinman Mitchell, free throw on the way, no good. And rebound goes to the Lady Tigers. Now Clark gets it down low to Hunsicker. Hunsicker knocks it down. So Kipton Hunsicker, 9 points now. Now they're going to call a foul on Hunsicker. So it'll be the third team foul here in the second quarter. So Robertson going to take a break for the Lady Vikes. Kramer inbounds to Hinman Mitchell. Gives up to Schultz. And now stolen by the Lady Tigers. And here comes Laura Lee Clark and goes out of bounds off of Stoneberger, so it's going to stay with the Lady Tigers. 33-17, Lady Vikes trail by 16, 2:12 to play in the first half. Now a foul by Hinman Mitchell, and I think that's going to be her third. Yep, Braylon's got 3 fouls.
Vikings foul, charge number 1, Braylon Hinman Mitchell, her third, personal foul, 4th team foul.
So now they get it in. Laura Lee Clark has it. Gives up to Mary Maloon. Now stolen by the Lady Vikes, but now it's going to be a tie-up. It's going to be Vikings ball on the jump ball possession. So now Hinman Mitchell to inbounds for the Lady Vikes. Doesn't matter the personnel in the game for the Lady Tigers. They're going to press in the backcourt regardless. Lady Vikes just having trouble getting across half court, and they throw it away as they try to get it across this time. 1:50 to play here in the second quarter, 33-17.
For the Tigers, number 1, Rayleigh Cowan. She replaces Kipton Hunsicker.
Rayleigh Cowan checking back in for the Lady Tigers.
Also checking in number 20, Claire McElroy. She replaces Mary
McElroy will check back in as well.
Vikings, number 23, Ayana Robertson.
Abby Gorman to bring it up the court for the Lady Tigers. She's guarded by Schultz. Gorman kicks it back out to Laura Lee Clark. Clark wants to go all the way in. She goes all the way in and scores it. She has 8 points now. Minute and a half to play here in the first half. Kramer bringing up the court for the Lady Vikes. Gives it off to Cadence Ball. Now down low to Robertson. Robertson puts it up in the paint, misses it, but an offensive rebound by Kramer. Now a foul underneath. And they're going to get a foul called on Rayleigh Cowan. And that's going to be her first, I believe. Sure enough. So Brenna Kramer will go to the line to shoot 2. She missed 2 earlier in the quarter. She just has 2 points on the game. This one is up and good. 35-18. Lady Vikes trail by 17. Second free throw is good by Kramer. So the student section trying to throw her off, but she was able to knock them both down this time. And now Steele, Kramer with it, puts it up and is fouled again. So Kramer with 2 more free throws coming. Second foul now on Cowan. So Lady Vikes now trail by 16, and Kramer's got 2 more free throws. 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. This one is also good. So after missing the first 2, Kramer's made the next 3. (35-20). Free throw is up and good. So now thrown out of bounds. I'm not understanding what's going on. The last couple possessions by the Lady Tigers, they just are almost imploding. They're just throwing it away twice in a row. Is it not Lady Viking basketball? I was going to say it's Viking basketball. I don't know what we are doing. Now Kramer to inbound for Lady Vikes. Gets it in to Jones. Now Ball. Now Schultz thought about the 3. Now Lexi Jones with it. Now she's double teamed. She's going to need help. And they're going to call a foul on Cowan again. That's 3 fouls in the last 30 seconds. Oh, they give it to Yarick. I was going to say that would be 3 fouls on Cowan in the last 30 seconds of the game. Now Lexi Jones will go to the line to shoot 2. Free throws up and good. So Lady Vikes inching back into this game. 35-22 now. They've made 5 straight free throws. Missed this one. Now here comes Cowan quickly the other way. Under a minute to play here in the quarter. Cowan pulls it back out, guarded by Schultz. Now Gorman with it. She's guarded by Kramer. Now back to Cowan. Gets in the paint and throws it away. And I think they're going to call a foul on. Let's see who they get it on. Call a foul on the Tigers. On Yarick. That's her 3rd. So Yarick only had 1 foul. Now all of a sudden, in the last 2 possessions, Yarick's picked up 2 fouls. And she's like completely confused. I don't think she thinks that foul was on her. I think they got it confused because the shooter's 24 and Lexi Jones as she makes the free throw, and Aubrey Yarick is number 24 as well. But I don't see Coach Steps arguing it. So Lexi Jones makes one, misses one, just like she did a few seconds ago. Lady Vikes trail by 12. And now it's going to be a foul on Cadence Ball.
Vikings foul. Charge number 5, Cadence Ball.
And that's going to send J.C. Rogers to the line again. J.C. Rogers 4 out of 5 from the free throw line in the game. Make that 5 out of 6. 36-23, 22 seconds left to go in the first half. Been a long first half. A lot of free throws shot. Now Rogers' second free throw, in and out and back in. She has 5 made free throws in the quarter. She's the only one that shot free throws for the Lady Tigers in the quarter. They are 5 for 5. Now Kramer with it. 19 seconds before the half. Schultz needs help. Gets to Kramer. Kramer's pushed out of bounds, but they're going to say it's out of bounds off the Vikings. So that's going to give the Tigers one more chance to score before the half. 37-23, Lady Vikes trail by 14.
She replaces Mary Malone.
So McElroy. Near steal, it's going to be, actually it is a steal now. Knocked out of bounds. So Lady Vikes going to have the last crack at it here maybe. Let's see if they can get a shot off in the next 5.7. Durkin checking back in for the Lady Vikes. Get it into Kramer. Cadence Ball for a 3, no good. And now no shot. Shot does not count, so the halftime score is going to be Fort Scott 37, Parsons 23. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back for the Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime report. So 1-minute break. Listen to Viking basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome back to Fort Scott High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we are ready for the Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime report on the girls' side. And let's run down the scores. First for the Fort Scott Lady Tigers. They are led by sophomore Kipton Huntsicker with 9, J.C. Rogers with 8, Laura Lee Clark with 8, Abby Gorman with 5, Aubrey Yerrick with 4, and Claire McElroy with 1, and Riley Cowan with 2. Lady Vikes are led by senior Braylon Hinman Mitchell with 7, freshman Brenna Kramer with 6, sophomore Ayana Robertson with 6. 1 apiece for Heidi Schultz and Ava Durkin, and 2 points for Lexi Jones. And Lady Vikes had 6 scorers in the first half. Lady Tigers with 7 different scores, and a lot of free throws shot by both teams in the first half. And Lady Vikes made a nice little comeback there. They were down by 18 and then got it back to within 12, and now they're trailing by 14 at the half. So Still a lot of fight in the Lady Vikes, but just going to have some more scoring from their senior leaders to try to get back into this game. So got a little bit of time left before the start of the second half, so we're going to take, let's do a 6-minute break, and then we'll come back for the second half action. So 6-minute break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93. Fuentes here along with Harrison Hall taking care of my live stream. Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio. And we are getting close to being ready for the second half of this Lady Vikings basketball game. Lady Vikes trail 37-23. And Lady Vikes shot 11 for 21 free throws in that first half. And I was looking back through the scorebook, and there was 3 total games in the last 4 games that the Lady Vikes shot 22 free throws in 3 complete games total. And we've just shot 21 in the first half of this game. So I don't know if it's I'm not sure what it is, but that's a lot of free throws. 36 total free throws in the first half, 15 by Fort Scott and 21 by the Vikings. So we'll see how the second half goes. And it never fails whenever we have a game at Fort Scott on the road. You never, ever can get home at a decent hour. It just seems like we had one year as a double overtime JV game and didn't even get the girls' game started at like 6:30. And just every year something different. But that's going to wrap it up for the iCare Associate Halftime Report. And we're going to roll into the second half as Riley Cowan will start it off for the Lady Tigers with this first possession. So Lady Vikes in a 2-3 zone. And Heidi Schultz trying to steal it from Gorman. Unsuccessful. Now Cowan back with it up top. Now McElroy with it. She's going to get to the elbow, kick it back out. Now Cowan from the elbow. No good. Rebound to Stoneberger. She gets it. Thought it was going to get ahead to Hinman Mitchell, but now it's a steal by McElroy. And Claire McElroy gets her first basket of the game. Surprisingly, she's been very active, but it's just her first basket and third point. Now a missed layup by Robertson on the other end. And here comes the Lady Tigers with a 16-point advantage in the ball. 39-23. Lady Vikes trail by 16, and now a foul in the paint by Cadence Ball. I believe that's just her first foul. Nope, that's her second. So 6:57 to play third quarter. Gorman gets it in to Rogers. Now back out to McElroy, and she's guarded by Robertson. And now Cowan on the floor. No call over there, so I'm not sure what happened. Now a steal by the Lady Vikes, and Cadence Ball with it. Gets it to Robertson. Robertson to bring it up. Nearly lost it. Pulls up from the elbow. No good, but rebound goes to the Lady Tigers. 6.5 to play third quarter. Yarrick with it. Kicks it out to McElroy for a 3. No good. Rebound Cadence Ball. Gives up to Robertson. Now Robertson. Left hand goes. They're going to call an offensive foul on Robertson. That's a flop. I'm sorry, that was terrible. There was no push by Robertson there. That was, whew. So now it's going to be 3 fouls on Robertson and Hinman Mitchell. So they're both going to have to be careful. So now Cowan to bring it the other way. Now McElroy gets it up to Yarrick. Now underneath to J.C. Rogers. J.C. Rogers is the first player in double digits. Now Brenna Kramer quickly the other way, and it's going to be out of bounds off of the Tigers, and the Lady Vikes will maintain possession. 5:48 to play third quarter. 41-23, 18-point advantage for the Lady Tigers. And we got a stoppage of play for some reason. The referees are going to get together. I think they're checking the shot clock maybe. So Robertson gets it into Hinman Mitchell. Little floater, good. Braylon now with 9 points. Gets the first basket of the second half for the Lady Vikes. Now here comes McElroy. Underneath, blocked by Hinman Mitchell. Braylon's got to be careful with this. blocks down low. She get that fourth foul. She'll be sitting on the bench for a while. 5:34 to play, third quarter, 41-25. They get it into Rogers. Now McElroy. McElroy needs a little help. Gets the count. She took steps there. Thank you. Turnover going to the Lady Vikings. Now Robertson inbounds for the Lady Vikes. Gets it into Stoneberger. Up ahead to Hinman Mitchell. Now Robertson underneath, easy bucket. Robertson now with 8. So Lady Vikes back to that 14-point deficit at 41-27. Aubrey Yarick gives up to Gorman. Gorman kicks back to Cowan. Now Cowan, little floater, no good. Rebound to Robertson. Now Robertson wants to run the floor, and she is fouled by a couple of different players. Let's see who they get it on. We call it on Cowan. So now Cowan has 3. So Yarick and Cowan both with 3 fouls. And Robertson and Hinman Mitchell both with 3 fouls. And now Laura Lee Clark will check in for Cowan. So now Hinman Mitchell gets it into Robertson. Robertson puts it up, no good. Rebound out to the Lady Vikes. So Lady Vikes maintain possession. Cadence Ball gets it down low to Robertson, puts it up, and in and out, no good. Robertson somehow ends up with the offensive board. And now a steal by Yarick. Now back to the Lady Vikes and Stoneberger. Stoneberger needs help. Gets it to Kramer. Now Kramer comes out and is fouled by Gorman. So Gorman's going to pick up first foul on Gorman. Now they get it into Stoneberger. Now in the corner to Kramer. Kramer needs help, gets back out to Stoneberger. Now Cadence Ball. In the paint to Robertson. Robertson puts it up. Tough shot. Goes. Now Robertson now in double digits with 10. Lady Vikes now trail by 12. 41-29. 4:05 to play third quarter. Laura Lee Clark kicks it back out to McElroy. Now McElroy gives up to Gorman. Under 4 minutes to play here in the third. Gorman to the elbow. Up, no good. Rebound to Robertson. She is fouled. Wow.
Checked in for the Vikings, number 2.
Looks like that should have been a foul on Gorman, but no call.
Timeout on the floor.
Got a timeout on the floor for the Lady Tigers. Let's take a 30-second break with them. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Here's a bright idea. Streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Welcome back to Fort Scott High School. Tony Fuentes here, and Lady Vikings trying to get back in this game. They trail right now by 12 points at 41-29. 3:41 to play here in the third quarter. Lady Vikes with the possession. Lady Tigers have been kind of lax on the backcourt pressure in the first part of this third quarter, but they're trying to apply that pressure right now, and here comes Robertson, quickly breaks it. Now Robertson 1-on-4. She kicks it back out, and Cadence Ball has it. Cadence needs help, gets it to Stoneberger. Down low to Hinman Mitchell, she puts it up, no good. And they're going to say a foul might be on Yarick. If that's Yarick, that's her fourth. Nope, they called on J.C. Rogers. Well, that's 3 on Rogers. So three different players now for the Tigers with 3 fouls. That could pose as a problem if the Lady Vikes can continue to score it. But they got to score the baskets. Now I got a 5-second call on Hinman Mitchell. So now turnover, Lady Vikes. So now Lexi Jones will go to the scores table to check in. Now McElroy puts it up, no good. Yarick throws it up and is fouled by either Stoneberger or Ball. Let's see who they get. They get it on Cadence Ball. That's her third. So each team has 3 players with 3 fouls. Aubrey Yarick at the line for the Lady Tigers, and the first one is up and no good. Yarick will have one more. 41-29. Lady Vikes trail by 12. Yarick, second free throw is good. Yarick now with 5 points. Stoneberger with it. Gets it to Robertson. She gets across half court. Now Cadence Ball puts it on the floor. Now back to Robertson. Robertson puts it up and in. Ayana Robertson now with 12 points. She had 6 at the half. She has 6 here in the third quarter to get her to 12 points. Now Yarick with an easy bucket. Yarick now with 7. So now Schultz with it. Needs to get it across half court. Robertson up ahead the Ball. Now Ball needs help. She double teamed. Knocked out of bounds by Huntsicker. And now 2.5 to play in the third. Lady Vikes trail by 13. Lillian Jackson checking in just for the second time. She checked in for about a minute in the first half, and this is the second time she's checked in the game. Now Robertson nearly loses it. Now Schultz picks it up. She goes baseline, gets it over to Stoneberger for a 3. No good. But an offensive rebound by Lexi Jones. Lexi Jones needs help. Now it's going to end up being a jump ball probably. Possession's going to stay here, but costly for the Lady Vikes. So Robertson will inbounds for the Lady Vikes. Hinman Mitchell back into the game, checking in for Cadence Ball. 2:08 to play third quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 13. Now Hinman Mitchell gets into the paint, loses it. It's going to end up being another jump. Well, no, they get it out of there. I got a foul on Gorman. That's going to be her second. So that's the 4th team foul in the quarter for the Lady Tigers. So Robertson needs to get it in, gets it into Stoneberger. Now Robertson with it. Puts it on the floor. Now Jones. Now Schultz going to shoot a 3. No good. Lillian Jackson rebounded it. I think it's going to stay with the Lady Vikes. Lady Vikes maintained the possession as it goes out of bounds off of the Lady Tigers. 1:46 to play.
Checked in for the Vikings, number 5, Cadence Ball.
Cadence Ball back into the game for Schultz. Now Hinman Mitchell gets it to Stoneberger for a 3. No good. Rebound Robertson. Put back no good. Now put back by Hinman Mitchell is no good, but she is fouled. So Hinman Mitchell can get into double digits at the free throw line here if she knocks one of these down. 44-31, 1:38 to play third quarter. First free throw, no good. Hinman Mitchell will have one more. So Lady Vikes trailed by 14 at the half. They currently trail by 13. Hinman Mitchell with one more free throw. It's up and good. So Hinman Mitchell now in double digits with 10. And here comes Laura Lee Clark. Quickly up the floor, goes all the way coast to coast, and makes the basket. So Laura Lee Clark now with 10 points. She's in double digits. Now Hinman Mitchell is fouled, and she's going to go to the free throw line. And she is fouled by J.C. Rogers, and that's going to be her fourth. So now Hinman Mitchell will go to the line to shoot two more. So the free throws continue to mount up. 36 at the half and 6 more here in the third quarter. First free throw from Hinman Mitchell is good. 1:22 to play. 46-33. Missed the second one, but it's going to be an offensive rebound for Lady Vikes. And now a turnover. And here comes Laura Lee Clark, and she likes going coast to coast. Hunsicker now, missed shot. Now Stoneberger comes out of there with it. Gets it ahead to Cadence Ball. Cadence goes all the way, missed the layup, and now going quickly the other way is Hunsicker. Under a minute to play here in the third, and now from the elbow is Clark. Check that, that's Jackson, and she is fouled. So Hinman Mitchell now has 4. So Rogers and Mitchell, Hinman Mitchell, both with 4 fouls. Lillian Jackson, first free throw is no good. So Kinley Lee checks in for the Lady Tigers, and now going to be a missed free throw from Jackson. 54 seconds here to go in the third quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 13. Stoneberger to bring it up the court for Lady Vikes. Gives up to Robertson. Robertson into the paint. Puts it up, no good. Hunsicker, now they're going to say a foul. I cannot believe this. Cadence Ball has 4 fouls. So many fouls called, and half of them aren't even fouls. But the fouls are really starting to mount up on both teams, as Cadence Ball now has 4 fouls. So both seniors for Lady Vikes with 4 fouls. So Mary Maloon is at the line for the Lady Tigers, and she missed the first one. Maloon with one more coming. It's up and good. So here comes Stoneberger, gives up to Kramer. Now Lexi Jones with it. Robertson in the paint, kicks out the ball for a 3, and it is good. Cadence Ball with their first basket of the game. Comes at a great time. 47-36. Now missed shot. Now Robertson. And they're going to call a jump ball. Possession's going to go to the Lady Tigers on the jump ball possession. So not terrible there. Lady Vikes will get the first possession in the fourth quarter now. Now Jackson with it. Now Hunsicker. Laura Lee Clark for a 3. In and out, no good. Robertson got 8 seconds. Let's see if she can score it. She puts up a 3, and it's no good. Probably should have kept driving. She tried to shoot a NBA 3, and it came up a little short. So now at the end of the third quarter, Lady Vikes trail by 11, 47-36. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day.
Activities, that includes a miracle minute to give it in between games. You're going to have 1 minute to donate to Care to Share.
Welcome back to Fort Scott High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we're ready for fourth quarter. Let's thank some of our sponsors. Labette Health, Bartlett Co-op, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Labette Community College, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Tank Connection, Clemens Insurance Agency, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associate of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Parsons District Schools, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Wood Insurance Center, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Labette Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, SCK Orthos, Dr. Mosier Meister, Idea Tech, Dan Zimmerman, and Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services. Thank you to all our sponsors for bringing you Viking basketball. Now Lexi Jones with it as we start the fourth quarter. She kicks it out to Cadence Ball. She gives it back out to Stoneberger. Now Jones going to thought about the three. Now Ball will launch a three. In and out, no good. Rebounded to the Lady Tigers. And here comes Abby Gorman for the Lady Tigers, bringing it up the court. The senior guard gives off to McElroy. McElroy wants to go all the way in the paint, and she is going to be fouled by Robertson, and that's going to be Robertson's fourth. So now the Lady Vikes have three players with 4 fouls. 7:19 to play in the ball game. It's going to be a tough task to keep all 3 of those in the game. In and out, no good on the first free throw from Claire McElroy. Lady Vikes outscored the Lady Tigers in the third quarter, 13-10. And now the Lady Tigers first on the board here in the fourth quarter with 1 free throw. So 48-36. Lady Vikes to inbounds. Now got the backcourt press again for the Lady Tigers, and there's going to be a foul, I believe, on Claire McElroy. And that's going to be her third. So Tigers have 3 starters with 3 fouls, 1 starter with 4 fouls. Now Stoneberger kicks it up to Kramer. Kramer for a long 2. No good, but rebounded by Hinman Mitchell, and a putback is good. Lady Vikes now trail by 10, 48-38. This is the closest they've been in a long time. And now a near turnover, and now Gorman with it. Gets it down low. Yarick puts it up and in. A little sloppy by the Lady Tigers, but they got it to go. Now here comes Kramer for the Lady Vikes. 50-38. Lady Vikings trail by 12, and they turn it over. 6:36 to play in the ball game. Lady Vikes trail by 12, 50-38. Now here comes Riley Cowan with it. Gives it up to Gorman. Back to Cowan. Now she's trying to set up something for the Lady Tigers offense here. Now she needs help, and they're going to call a foul on Hinman Mitchell, and that's terrible. And Hinman Mitchell's going to foul out. Pretty bad on the officiating here tonight. If they call it this tight in the boys' game, every single player will foul out. 6:16 to play here in the fourth quarter, 50-38. And Coach Lyons taking as much time as he can. I think he's trying to show his frustration with the referees.
Checked in for the Vikings, number 2, Heidi Schultz.
So Schultz will check in for Hinman Mitchell. 6:16 to play, 50-38. Now underneath is an easy bucket by J.C. Rogers. She now has 12 points. And now a steal by Gorman, and she knocks down a bucket. So Abby Gorman only has 7 points, but man, she has been great, and she just got another steal. So now Gorman for a 3, no good. Rebound to Robertson. Now Robertson brings it up the court, launches it up the court, and it's going to go off of Caden's ball and out of bounds. So Lady Vikes got it to within 10. Now it's back up to a 16-point advantage at the 5:43 mark of the fourth quarter. So Lady Tigers didn't bounce. Rogers gets it into Yarick. Back to Cowan. Now a steal by Robertson. Robertson puts it on the floor, and they are going to call a foul on Riley Cowan. Looks like that could have been on Robertson, but they're going to call it on Cowan, and that's going to be her 4th. So that's going to send, I thought that should have been a shooting foul, but I guess not. So now they get it in the Cadence ball. Cadence underneath. Now Stoneberger. Now they're going to call another foul. Riley Cowan just fouled out. So now, let's see if Steps is going to get frustrated. He's not really getting frustrated, it doesn't seem like. Now underneath is Cadence ball, and she scores it. So now 54-40. And here comes Laura Lee Clark. She gets in the paint, kicks it out to Yarick. In and out, no good. Stoneberger rebound. And now another steal by the Lady Tigers. Now McElroy underneath, missed shot. Now here comes the Lady Vikes on a run out. Now Kramer for a 3, in and out, no good, but a rebound by Stoneberger. And she is fouled by McElroy. And if that's on McElroy, it'll be her 4th. Sure enough. So now, the Lady Tigers have 2 players with 4 fouls. The Lady Vikings have 2 players with 4 fouls. Each team has already had 1 foul out. So now Stoneberger knocks down her first free throw, and that is her first point of the game. Missed the second one. So 54-41, Lady Vikes trail by 13. Gorman. Wouldn't be surprised if they slow it down a little bit. Stoneberger. They get it down low to J.C. Rogers, and I think that's going to be the 5th on Cadence ball if it's on ball. Nope, they call it on Brenna Kramer. So just a 2nd on Kramer.
J.C. Rogers at the line, shooting 2.
So J.C. Rogers is 6 for 7 from the free throw line tonight. Make that 7 of 8 from the free throw line. And she'll have 1 more. 55-41. The Lady Vikings have only scored over 40 points. Rogers knocks down both 6 times this year, and 4 times they have won when they scored over 40. And now a steal. They're going to get another foul on Kramer. So Brenna Kramer now all of a sudden has 3 fouls. Everybody has 3 or 4 fouls that's on the floor. Just so many whistles. Now Laura Lee Clark kicks it off to McElroy. Now out to Gorman. Gorman Hounded by Schultz. Now they throw it away. Lady Vikes will get a possession here. 56-41. Lady Vikes trail by 15. Lady Vikes have fought hard in this game. They're going to get another foul. I didn't even see that one. They're going to get that one on Aubrey Yarick, and that's her fourth. So now, as the 5 starters for Fort Scott, 1 is fouled out. All the rest have 4 fouls. And now Heidi Schultz knocks down a free throw. Harrison, I know you can't talk, but this is insane. I've never seen this many fouls called in a girls' contest ever. First free throw was good. Second free throw was no good. Offensive rebound Robertson, missed shot by Robertson, and now here comes McElroy going the other way. 56-42, 14-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Now Gorman for a 3, no good. Rebound goes to Kramer of the Vikings. Now she gets it up to Stoneberger. Quickly up the floor to Schultz. Now Heidi Schultz gets it to Kramer for a 3, and it's good. Brenna Kramer now with 9 points as she knocks down her first points of the second quarter. Lady Vikes within 11 now. And we have a timeout on the floor. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
Welcome back to Fort Scott High School. Tony Fuentes here. Harrison Hall taking care of my live stream, and Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio patching us through. And we got 3:39 left in the ball game. Lady Vikes not out of this yet. 56-45. There's a lot of fight in these Lady Vikes here at Fort Scott tonight. J.C. Rogers gets it into Laura Clark. Now steal by Robertson. Robertson gets it into Schultz. Missed the layup, and now it's off of Fort Scott and out of bounds, and Lady Vikes will have the possession. Lady Vikes had an easy bucket there. Just didn't go in. Robertson gets it in the ball. Kicks it back out. Needs help. Gets it to Robertson. Now they're going to call a foul on Hunsicker. Hunsicker picks up her second. And now it's going to be free throws for Robertson. So many fouls called that the rest of the way here, the last 3:25 is going to be all free throws on any foul. Robertson, first free throw is good. Lady Vikes back to a 10-point deficit. They trailed by 14 at the half, 9 into the first quarter. Trailed the entire game. But they are fighting hard. Now an offensive rebound by Ball. Now a shot by Stoneberger, no good. Rebound to Robertson. Put back is good. So Robertson now with 19. Nope, check that. Sorry. 14 points. Now Gorman with it. Lady Vikes only trail by 8. 56-48. This is the closest they've been since the first quarter. Claire McElroy hounded by Robertson. If they call a foul on Robertson, that's her 5th. Unbelievable. That is not a foul. That is so bad. So now Robertson fouls out, and it's going to send Claire McElroy to the line. Wow. I hope they look at this game because this is atrocious. Lexi Jones checking in for the Vikings. Now McElroy at the line to shoot two. 2:54 to play. 56-48, make that 57-48 as McElroy knocks down first free throw here. Second free throw, no good, and rebound to Kramer. Here comes Brenna Kramer. Double team, gets it to Lexi Jones for a three, and she knocks it down. Lexi Jones with a big three-pointer. Lady Vikes trail by 6. Laura Lee Clark now gives up to Claire McElroy. Across the lane. Oh, wow. Heidi Schultz about had her head taken off. I think they got a foul on the Vikings before that. So Schultz picks up her first foul. 57-51, and Hunsaker is at the line. And it's rattles in on the free throw by Hunsaker. So 58-51, 7-point advantage for the Lady Tigers. Second free throw rattles in as well. She's got the shooter's roll, and she's in double figures with 11. Now Jones needs help. She turns it over. Here's Hunsaker. Hunsaker in for a layup, and she is fouled by Jones. And Hunsaker now with 13 points, and she's going to go to the free throw line for one more. So just like that, the Lady Vikes had it to within 6. And now they're down by 9. 60-51. Make that 61-51. And now another steal. And there is Gorman for an easy bucket. 63-51, 12-point deficit. So just like that, Lady Vikes were that close, and now back up to a 12-point lead. Claire McElroy gets up to Laura Lee Clark. Now underneath the Rogers, no good. Hunsaker kicks it out. Yarrick for a three. Make that Laura Lee Clark for a three. Now we got a timeout on the floor. So it's back to a 16-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Lady Vikes had it within 6. And in a minute stretch, Lady Tigers went on a 10-0 run. And wow. Let's thank some of our sponsors. Labette Health, Bartlett Co-op, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Labette Community College, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Tank Connection, Clemens Insurance Agency, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associate of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Parsons District Schools, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Wood Insurance Center, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Labette Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, SEK Ortho, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Idea Tech, Dan Zimmerman, and Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services. Thank you to all those sponsors who are helping you bring live basketball from the Parsons Lady Vikings here in the 2025-2026 season. 1:49 to play here in the ball game. Lady Vikes now trail by 16, 67-51. So now Stoneberger gets it inbounds to Cadence Ball. Cadence going to need to get it across half court. It's going to get a 10-second call. They're not going to get it across. They got a 10-second call. And now Lady Tigers with the possession and a 16-point lead with 1:40 to play. Claire McElroy to get it inbounds. She gets it into Rogers. Rogers puts it up. No good. Hunsicker with the rebound. Now jump ball. Possession staying with the Tigers.
Possession to the Tigers.
So it'll stay.
Time on the floor, Tigers. 30-second timeout.
So let's take a 30-second break.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
A minute to donate to Care to Share in between games.
Welcome back to Fort Scott. Tony Fuentes here. And they're going to call an illegal screen. They're going to call illegal screen on Hunsicker. Lady Vikes now will have the possession, and Lady Tigers still in a full court press. A minute and a half left. They don't care. They're going to press the entire game. Now stolen, and now it's going to stay with the Lady Vikes as it goes out of bounds off the Lady Tigers. Cadence Ball to get it inbounds. Needs to go. Gets it into Stoneberger. Back to Ball. And now it goes out of bounds off a ball. Now Schultz trying to get the troops to stay positive here. McElroy now to inbounds for Lady Tigers. Jones to guard the inbounds. Now underneath the Yarrick. Easy bucket for Aubrey Yarrick. Aubrey Yarrick now in double digits. Here comes Kramer. Gets it ahead the ball. Now across to Schultz. Schultz underneath. Blocked by McElroy. And now here comes Gorman. Quickly up floor, Yarrick. In the score for Yarrick. So now we got timeout on the floor. I think it's just for a substitution. I think they're just putting in some subs for the Lady Tigers. So 1 minute to play, 71-51, and this is just unbelievable. It was a 57-51 game when Lexi Jones knocked down that three. Lady Vikes got to within 6, and now in the last minute and 34 seconds since that 2:35 mark when she hit that three, it's been a 15-0 run by the Lady Tigers, and just total dominance on defense, really, and they're taking advantage of Hinman Mitchell and Robertson both fouling out, and that really, really hurt the Lady Vikes whenever they fouled out. So now we're under a minute to play. A near steal. Now Kramer puts it underneath and scores it. So Brenna Kramer now double digits. 71-53. 42 seconds left to go in the ball game. Lady Vikes still fighting hard. A lot of pushing and shoving, and the referee's warning Laura Lee Clark. She just shoved Brenna Kramer without the ball, and now they get it inbounds to Mary Maloon, and she is fouled by Heidi Schultz. Why not call another foul?
Vikings foul, Church number 2, Heidi Schultz.
39 seconds to play. Mary Maloon. She shot 2 free throws earlier in the game and made one, missed one. And she'll have 2 more right here. First one's up, no good. 39 seconds left. Lady Vikes going to lose this when they trail by 18. They fought hard, but it has been tough, and they're going to call a lane violation on the Vikings. So Maloon missed the free throw, but she's going to get another shot at it here.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 12, Zeta Summers. Also number 50, Lady Potter. They replace Lorelei Clark and Lillian Jackson.
So Maloon will have one more. The bonus free throw here as she knocks it down, takes advantage of it. 19-point advantage, 72-53. Lexi Jones gets it to Kramer for a three. No good. Rebound to Cadence Ball. Now Stoneberger gets it to Schultz. She loses it on the floor, and that's going to be a jump ball possession. Going to be possession to the Lady Vikings. 22 seconds to play.
Ball possession to the Vikings.
Lexi Jones, the inbounds, gets it into Stoneberger. Back to Jones. Now back to Kramer. Now Ball with it. Down to 11 seconds. Schultz. Now Jones. Lexi Jones puts up a long shot, and it goes. And the Lady Vikes count the basket, but the Lady Vikes are going to fall 72-56. And let's do a 1-minute break, and then we'll come back and do the Bowen Pharmacy postgame on the girls' side. 1-minute break. That's the Viking basketball on V93. And we are ready for the Bowen Pharmacy post-game report on the girls' side. And let's run down the scores. First for the Fort Scott Lady Tigers, Rayleigh Cowan with 2, Abby Gorman with 9, Claire McElroy with 5, Lorelei Clark with 13, Aubrey Yarick with 13, J.C. Rogers with 14, Kipton Hunsiger with 13, and Mary Maloon with 2. Lady Vikes, freshman Brenda Kramer with 11, Braylon Hinman Mitchell with 13, Heidi Schultz with 2, Cadence Ball with 5, Alex Schoenberger with 1, Ayana Robertson with 15, and Lexi Jones with 8, and Ava Durkin with 1. And the Lady Vikes were fighting hard, but they had a 20-point fourth quarter, but the Lady Tigers had a 25-point fourth quarter. So Lady Vikes were trailing by 11 heading into that fourth quarter and ended up losing by 16. They got it to within 6 and just couldn't hold on. They had Hinman, Mitchell, and Robertson both had fouled out at that point, and just were having trouble getting the ball across half court. And some easy buckets by the Lady Tigers down the stretch that cost the Lady Vikes to be able to try to make a big comeback there. But it looks like there is going to be some extracurricular activity homecoming for between the games. So it's going to be an extended between the game time. So At this point, we're going to wrap up the Bowen Pharmacy post-game report and send it back to the station. And right now, I'm just going to say, Karen, to bring it back to me at 8:07, so that'll be a 20-minute break. And if that changes, I'll text you. But right now, 20-minute break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93. Tony Fuentes here along with Harrison Hall taking care of my live stream. Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio. And we are ready for the Tank Connection pregame on the boys' side. So Viking boys come into this matchup 1-14. Fort Scott boys are 8-6. So Viking boys with that lone win at the Lancer Classic over Baxter Springs. So Vikings in much need of some wins. So this would be a good opportunity for them here tonight at Fort Scott. And over the years, there's been some really, really good basketball matchups here at this Fort Scott High School court. So the Viking boys are going to have a tall task, though, as the Fort Scott boys are similar to the ladies, where the ladies team had 5 seniors and the Fort Scott boys also have 5 seniors. So it is going to be a tough matchup for the Vikings here, to say the least. So hopefully Viking boys are up for the task here tonight. The Lady Vikes, if you're just now tuning in, fell 72-56. They did get it to within 6. But late in the game, the Lady Vikes were, and they're going to do the national anthem before every game. So let's do a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back for the starting lineup. So 2-minute break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
The national anthem will be performed tonight by the Tiger Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Justin Robinson. For the Tigers, a 6-foot senior, number 3, Dirk Speckler. Number 2, Deshaun Pleasant. And for the Tigers, a 5'8" sophomore, number 5, Jax Armstrong.
Welcome back to Fort Scott High School, and we are about ready for basketball here on the boys' side, as we are getting the lineups called out. Sophomore Jax Armstrong, sophomore Creed Clayton, senior Aiden Ogren, and senior Dirks Kegler are in the lineup for the Fort Scott Tigers, and the Vikings are going to start sophomore Kai Gregory, senior Jason Shaw, junior Andrew Hauk, senior Deshaun Pleasant and senior Connor Largent. So Vikings going to start Pleasant, Shaw, and Largent, all seniors. Houck Jr. and sophomore Kai Gregory. And Fort Scott's going to start a couple of seniors. Dirks Kegler and Kanan Brown. I believe Kanan Brown is a junior. No, Kanan Brown is a senior as well. So Kegler, Brown, Marlowe, Clayton, Armstrong. So it will be Jax Armstrong to bring the ball up the court for the Fort Scott Tigers. Dirks Kegler with it. He's going to go all the way to the rim and score it. Dirks Kegler with the first basket of the game. 2-0 Tigers. 7:40 to play. Shaw with it, gets it to Gregory. Hands off to Houck. Houck for a three. In and out, no good, but rebound by Pleasant. Puts up, and he is fouled. So Pleasant will go to the line. So if this is anything, called anything like the girls' game, it's going to be, might be midnight before we get out of here. There ended up being 62 free throws shot in the girls' game. Each team shot 31 free throws. So first free throw from Pleasant is no good. So 2-0 Tigers. Second free throw also no good. Rebound goes to Creed Clayton. Gives off to Kegler. Now Kanan Brown. Missed shot, and now a foul underneath as Creed Clayton gets the rebound, and now he's going to go to the line. So already 4 free throws in the first 40 seconds. So we're already off to a crazy start, just like we were in the girls' game. So first free throw from Clayton is no good. So far, out of the 3 free throw shot, they've all been missed. Clayton will have one more. 7:19 to play. And second one goes down here in the first quarter. 3-0 Tigers. Jason Shaw with it. Shaw gets it to Largent. Now hands off to Pleasant. Pleasant wants to go to their basket. Kicks it off to Houck. Now Shaw for a three. No good. Rebound to the Tigers. Marlowe with the rebound. Now Marlowe's asking for it. Marlowe spin move in the paint. Up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Put back. Good. Drayden Marlowe had a great game when they played back in December at Parsons. So now 5-0 Tigers here in the early going. And now they're going to get a foul on Marlowe.
Second foul, charged for number 32, Drayden Marlowe. His first personal foul, second team foul, charged to the Tigers.
So quite a few fouls here in the early going already. Largent in the paint, puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, put back, no good. Now Gregory is tied up. In possession on the jump ball is going to stay with the Vikings. So 6.5 to play, 5-0 Tigers. To get it in to Gregory. Now Shaw thought about the three. Now he's going to drive, spin move in the paint. Thought he took steps. Now Largent in the paint, no good. And here comes Dirks Kegler. Kegler looking for help. Now a foul, no call. And now a turnover. Here comes the Vikings. Shaw. Shaw keeps pushing off, and they're not calling it. Largent gives off to Houck. 6 minutes to play first quarter, 5-0 Tigers. Gregory gives off to Shaw. Now they're going to call a foul on Kegler. Wish they wouldn't have called it because Shaw knocked down the two-pointer from the elbow. Now Andre Ford is going to check in for the first time.
Checked in for the Vikings, number 3, Andre Ford.
So Kegler will pick up his first. So now Shaw with it. He's guarded by Kegler. Now to Largent. Back out to Shaw. Shaw gets all the way underneath and scores it. So Jason Shaw gets the first basket of the game for the Vikings. 5-2 here in the early going. 5.5 to play first quarter. I think the shot clock was at 7 as they were crossing half court, so that can't be right. 5:27 to play. First quarter. Jax Armstrong gets it to Kanan Brown. Kanan Brown underneath. They're going to call a foul. They're going to call it on Largent. So Kanan Brown will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. 6-2. 5:20 to play first quarter. Kanan Brown will have one more. Second free throw is up and good. 7-2 in favor of the Tigers. Here comes Jason Shaw. Shaw. Largent with it. Hands off to Ford. Now they're going to get a foul called on Jax Armstrong. And just like the girls' game, a lot of fouls. Going to be a lot of free throws. And Dexter Williams checking in for the first time for the Fort Scott Tigers. Jason Shaw to inbounds. Knocked out by Kegler. Going to stay with the Vikings. 5:04 to play first quarter. Get it in to Ford. Ford guard by Kegler. Deshaun Pleasant with it. Gets it down low to Gregory, and they're going to call a foul. And that's going to send Gregory to the foul line at 4:49 to play first quarter. Because that's already 5 fouls. That's already 5 fouls on the home team.
At the line, Kai Gregory shooting 2.
So Kai Gregory with 2 free throws coming up. First one is good.
Checked in for the Vikings, number 34.
Cole Kennett going to check in for the first time for the Vikings. Seven to 3. Make that 7-4 as Gregory knocks down both free throws. Dirks Kegler brings it up the court. Now Kanan Brown thought about the 3. He's going to drive. He gets in the paint and scores it easily. So Kanan Brown with a big bucket. 9-4. Now a missed shot by the Vikings on the other end. Vikings trail by 5. 4:26 to play first quarter. Kanan Brown, no good on the shot, but a rebound by the Tigers, and now a foul on Jason Shaw.
Vikings foul. Charge for number 23, Jason Shaw, his first personal foul.
So Shaw picks up his first. So now Dirks Kegler will inbounds for the Tigers as Andrew Houck checks in for the Vikings, checking in for Gregory. They get it in, and easy bucket. No, he missed it, but an offensive rebound by the Tigers. Easy bucket there, missed by Marlowe. Now Marlowe for 3, and he'll take the 3 instead. So 5 points now from Marlowe, 12-4 lead for the Tigers. Shaw, long 3, short. Going to go out of bounds to the Tigers. 3:51 to play, first quarter. 12-4, Vikings trail by 8. Kanan Brown Gets it into Kegler. Kegler with it, guarded by Andre Ford. Now Dexter Williams gives off to Marlowe. Marlowe for three, no good. Gets his own rebound. Now Kanan Brown is fouled either by Shaw or Largent. One of them's going to have 2 fouls. They're going to pick Shaw. Already 9 fouls here in the first 4.5 minutes. So this game is going to be a long one. It's going to be a marathon. Kanan Brown missed the first one. Brown will have one more. 12-4 in favor of the Tigers. Missed both of them. Now fight for the rebound. It comes out to the Tigers. So Brown missed both free throws, but they get an offensive rebound. Now Dirks Kegler gets to Marlowe. Spin move. Puts up. Good. Graydon Marlowe having his way already. Has 7 points here in the first quarter. The Vikings trail by 10, 14-4. And the Vikings are going to take a timeout. Let's take a timeout with them. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here and here and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Fort Scott Tigers with a 14-4 advantage. Vikings take their first time out of the game. Vikings do have the possession. Vikings going to need some points to try to get back in this one. They have Pleasant, Ford, Largent, Hout, and Gregory on the floor. Aiden Ogren checking in for the first time for the Tigers. Ford gives it to Gregory. Hands off Pleasant. Pleasant puts up a long 2, no good. Fight for the rebound. Now they're going to call a jump ball. So jump ball possession going to the Tigers this time. 10-point lead for the Tigers. 2:43 and counting here in the first quarter. Senior Dirks Kegler gives off to Marlowe. Now to Williams. Back up top to Kegler. Kanan Brown after for it. Now Marlowe with it. Marlowe already with 7 points. He was the leading scorer when they played in Parsons back in December. Now a three-pointer from Kanan Brown is good. So Kanan Brown with 7 points himself. 17-4 in favor of Fort Scott. Largent gets down to Gregory. Gregory, turnaround no good. Here comes Kanan Brown. Quickly the other way. Brown. They're going to call a there is no way. These fouls are probably. So they're going to call a foul on Andre Ford. Andre Ford has probably committed less than 10 fouls the entire season. And I didn't even see that one at all, but man, it's getting bad. I hate to talk bad about refereeing, but man, this is unbelievable. Both free throws are good by Kanan Brown. Andre Ford with it, 19-4. Vikings trail by 15. They throw it away. So now the Tigers with a 15-point advantage and the ball. Minute 40 to play here in the first quarter. Kegler with it. Gives it up to Marlowe. Back to Kegler. Just a little playing catch back and forth across top of the key here. Now a lob underneath and a missed layup. And here comes the Vikings. Pleasant with it. Gives off the half. A long three. In and out, no good. Rebound goes to Largent. Now Pleasant with it. He puts it on the floor, goes to the basket, missed the layup. Now here comes the Tigers. Here comes Kanan Brown. Kanan Brown spin move, gets to Kegler. Now Williams. Now Ogren. Back out to Kanan Brown for a three, no good. Rebound to Andrew Howe. Howe gives it up to Ford. 45 seconds to play first quarter. Vikings trail by 15. Now Howe. A Largent. Ford for a three. No good. Kanan Brown quickly up the floor to Ogren. Unbelievable play by Aiden Ogren to get it to go in the basket. Now a 17-point advantage. Now Pleasant. Back out to Ford. Now Gregory. Got 9 seconds left. Hauk with it. Down to 4. Going to be a long three. Off the mark, no good. 21-4 into the first quarter. Let's take a 1-minute break. Listen to Viking basketball on V93.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
For Care to Share. Thank you so much for your support.
Welcome back to Fort Scott High School. Tony Fuentes here. And we are ready for second quarter. Vikings will have the possession to start the second quarter. They are down by 17. Checking in Quade Moreland checking in for the first time for the Tigers. He's a senior. Jason Shaw back in the game with those 2 fouls. Shaw gets the elbow, needs help. Gives it up to Marion Morton, who's checked in for the first time. Now Ford with it. Back out to Shaw for a three. And it's good. Jason Shaw with a big three-pointer. Much needed as the Vikings trailed 21-4 before that. Now Dexter Williams gets to Moreland in the paint. Moreland going to call him for a travel. Now Morton to inbounds for the Vikings. 7:25 and counting here in the second quarter. Pleasant with it. Kicks it back out to Shaw. Now Shaw for another three. No good this time. Kegler gives up to Kanan Brown. Kanan Brown gets in the paint and missed the layup. Moreland put back good. So Moreland gets his first basket. 23-7, Vikings trail by 16 Pleasant gets into the paint, kicks it back out to Shaw. Now Morton. Morton needs help. Now he throws it away. Here comes Kanan Brown. 6:38 and counting, second quarter. Kanan Brown gives up to Dirks Kegler for a three. No good. Rebound Morton. They're going to call a timeout on the Vikings. Thank goodness they called a timeout because I think it was going to be a travel. So let's thank some of our sponsors here while we got a second. I'd like to thank Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Day and Zimmerman, Idea Tech, Doctors SEK Ortho, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Snyder Lawn Care, Labette Bank, Parsons Educational Foundation, Bowen Pharmacy, Roy's Auto Service, Wood Insurance Center, Community National Bank, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Parsons District Schools, Eye Care Associate of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Commercial Bank, Clemens Insurance Agency, Tank Connection, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Labette Community College, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Bartlett Co-op, and Labette Health. And the Vikings with it on offense. Morton with it, gives off to Ford. Ford gets to the paint, kicks it back out to Heighton. Now Shaw wants to drive baseline, and it's blocked by Moreland. That looked like all ball to me, but they're going to call a foul on Moreland. And now Shaw will go to the line to shoot two. First one is no good. 23-7. Vikings trail by 16. 6:06 to play in the second quarter. Second free throw is good by Shaw. He's up to 6 points now. 23-8. Vikings trail by 15. Dexter Williams kicks it all the way across to Clayton. Now Armstrong. Now Moreland for a three. In and out, no good. Preston Heitman with the rebound for the Vikings. Now Shaw gets it up to Pleasant. Back out to Shaw. Now Morton with it. Now Heitman back to Shaw. 5.5 to play second quarter. To Morton for a three. Off the mark, no good, and they're going to call a foul on Heitman. Why not call another foul?
Vikings foul. First to number 15, Preston Heitman. His first personal foul.
So 23-8 is our score. 5:28 to play in the second quarter.
He replaces Dexter Williams. And for the Vikings,
Dirks Kegler checking back in. Jax Armstrong bringing it back up the court. As Drayden Marlowe trails him. Now Marlowe with it. Marlowe back out to Armstrong. Marlowe wants to drive baseline, puts it up, and another foul. Going to be second foul on Heitman. So 2 fouls on Heitman in the last 10 seconds.
Drayden Marlowe to the line, shooting 2 shots.
So Drayden Marlowe will go to the line. He had 7 points in the first quarter. Missed the first free throw here. He'll have one more.
Check in for the Vikings, number 5, Connor Largent.
Kanan Brown checking back in.
Kanan Brown, he replaces Creed Clayton.
So Armstrong, Kegler, Marlowe, Brown, Moreland, Heitman, Largent, Morton, all in the game at the moment. Now Largent. Spin move by Shaw and gets it to go. So Jason Shaw now with 8 points. He's got 8 of the 10 points. And now Jax Armstrong with it. 23-10, 13-point advantage for the Tigers. Kegler gets it back to Kanan Brown. He goes baseline. Puts it up, no good. Marlowe with the offensive board, put back, no good. Moreland gets it and scores it. So can't believe there was no fouls called there. So here comes the Vikings. 25-10, down by 15. Isaac Mack with it. He just checked in the last timeout. And now missed shot by Heitman. Now Keenan Brown with it. Gets it ahead to Armstrong. Armstrong gets up to Moreland. Moreland puts it on the floor. Now it's going to be a jump ball. Held ball possession will stay with the Vikings, I believe. Nope, they're going to say it's going to stay with the Tigers. 3:56 to play, second quarter, 25-10 in favor of Fort Scott. Jax Armstrong with it up top. Goes quickly in the paint and scores it. What a great move to the basket by Armstrong. 27-10 now, 17-point advantage. Shaw gives up to Heitman. Heitman, long two, short. Marlowe with the rebound. Here comes Kegler up to Armstrong. Armstrong back out top to Marlowe for a long three. No good, but Moreland with the rebound and putback. So Quade Moreland didn't play any in the first quarter, has 6 in the second quarter. Now Largent gives out to Isaac Mack. Mack for a long two, no good. Rebound to Marlowe. Quickly up ahead to Armstrong. He gets in the paint and is fouled by Mack. So, they called an offensive foul on Jax Armstrong. Oh, okay. Seen it all now. Woo! There's, I mean, I know it's a in favor of us there, but wow, that was an absolutely terrible call. 29-10 though, the Vikings trail by 19, and now a steal by Kanan Brown. I'll make that Drayden Marlowe is the one that is going to get fouled, and he's going to go to the line. So let's see who they call the foul on here.
Vikings foul, charge to number 2, Deshaun Pleasant, his first.
So Deshaun Pleasant is going to get the foul called on him. Now Marlowe, who just missed, he missed 2 free throws earlier in this quarter. Going to have 2 more. First one here is good. So not quite as many free throws in this game as the girls' game in the first half, but about as many fouls. Just a lot of them haven't resulted in free throws, as both free throws go down for Marlowe. Now a 21-point advantage for the Tigers. And now Houck nearly took steps. Now Ford with it. 2.5 to play in the first half. Houck with it. Gives it to Pleasant. Now Ford. Gets the elbow. Now needs help. Hands off Shaw. Now Houck thought about the three. And now Shaw needs to get a shot off. And it's going to be a violation. 2:12 to play, second quarter. 31-10 in favor of the Tigers, as the Vikings are just struggling on offense. Dirks Kegler gives out to Dexter Williams. Shot missed. Now it's going to go off the Vikings and out of bounds.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 14, Tyler Anderson. He replaces Trey.
Senior Tyler Anderson checks in for the first time at the 1:59 mark of the second quarter.
Tiger Kids, 2 year places in the commentary at Tiger Kids.
They throw it in to Kanan Brown. Brown from the free throw line. Spin move, good.
Tiger basket, Cannon Brown.
So Kanan Brown in double digits now. He has 11. 33-10. Total dominance here by the Tigers. Now Pleasant. And they're going to say a foul on Parsons. 3 in the paint. Wow, that hasn't been called in a long time. He must have been camped out there for a while. So Dirks Kegler gives off to Brown. Now Brown nearly loses it out of bounds, and now Kegler gets it back. Now Kegler from the elbow, no good. Rebound to Ford. Vikings trail by 23, 33-10. Kai Gregory with it. Hands off to Pleasant. Now Gregory. Hands off to Shaw. Shaw gets to the paint, puts up a floater, no good. Down to 45 seconds left to go here in the first half. Ogren gives up to Brown. Kicks out to Williams. Now Kegler for a 3, no good. Now they're going to say, instead of calling a foul, I think they just said it was off the Fort Scott there. We'll take it. 33-10. Vikings trail by 23. 31.4 seconds left to go here in the first half. Shaw to bring it up the floor for the Vikings. Shot clock is off. Pleasant hands off to Ford. Now near steal by Brown. Down to 16 seconds. Now Largent hands off to Houck. Now Largent. Back to Shaw for a little floater. No good. And now Ogren in the lane, and it's good. So Aiden Ogren gets a bucket in right before the buzzer. Let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back for the Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime report. 2-minute break. And welcome back to Fort Scott High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we are ready for the Eye Care Associate of Parsons halftime report, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Let's run down the scores. First for the Fort Scott Tigers, Moreland with 6, Kegler with 2, Brown with 11, Drayden Marlowe with 9, Ogren with 4, Clayton with 1, Armstrong with 2 in the Vikings, Shaw with 8, and Gregory with 2. That's all we had. 35-10, Vikings trail by 25 at the half, and it's going to be tough mountain to climb to try to get back in this one. So hopefully the Vikings can come out, knock down some threes, and try to get back in this one as they trail at the half by 25. So let's take a 7-minute break, and then we'll come back and hopefully be close to being ready for the second half. So 7-minute break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93. Welcome back to Fort Scott High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we are ready for second half. Vikings trail 35-10 at the half. Pleasant gets it in to Jason Shaw. He's guarded by senior guard Dirk Skagler. Largent gets it down low to Gregory, and it's stolen. Now Shaw gets it back, and they're going to call a foul. Maybe on Kegler. I don't know. Sure enough, Dirk Skagler picks up his second. 7:47 to play, third quarter. 35-10. Vikings stand inbounds underneath their own basket. Deshaun Pleasant gets it into Connor Largent. Largent, guarded by Marlowe, gets back down to Pleasant, and he scores it. So Vikings get a quick basket here to start the third quarter. 35-12. 7.5 to play here in the third quarter. Dirk Skagler kicks it back out to Armstrong. Now all the way across to Anderson. Now Kegler gets it to Clayton. A lot of quick passes around the horn. Now Kegler for a three, and no good. They're going to say out of bounds. And it's going to go over to the Vikings. 7:10 to play, third quarter, 35-12 in favor of the Tigers. Jason Shaw gives it up to Gregory. Now Houck with it. Back out to Largent. Now Shaw gets the elbow, kicks it back out. Now Largent with it. Guarded by Marlowe. Now Shaw with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gets down low, loses it. Here comes Tyler Anderson. Anderson up to Jax Armstrong. Now Dirk Skagler. Stolen by Shaw. Here comes Gregory for the Vikings. Gives it up. Well, throws it away. Right idea, but Pleasant wasn't ready for it. So Jax Armstrong will bring it up for the Tigers. 35-12 is the score in favor of the Tigers. Marlowe back out to Armstrong. Now Kegler lob underneath the Marlowe. He missed the dunk, and now just a lot of bodies all over the floor. Somehow Jax Armstrong comes out there with it. Kicks out to Kegler for a three. No good, but a long rebound to Kegler. Now Marlowe in the paint. In and out, no good. Now it's going to go out of bounds to the Vikings. It's pretty sloppy basketball here to start the third quarter. 5:52 to play.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 11.
Feedback coach for the Tigers. Seen enough, puts in Kanan Brown, and I think he wants him to try to run things for the offense side of the Tigers. Now Pleasant gives off to Ford. Ford spin move, looks good, no good on the shot. Now rebound comes out to Kegler. Now Anderson gets all the way to the paint and kicks it back out to Marlowe. No good, and now Pleasant with the rebound for the Vikings. Here comes Pleasant. Now he hands off to Shaw for an open three, doesn't take it. Shaw gets all the way to the basket, misses it. Now Largent, put back is good. So 4-0 in the third quarter for the Vikings, but they trail 35-14. Jax Armstrong gets it to Kegler at the elbow. Rattles it home. Dirk Kegler with his second basket of the game. 37-14. 4:48 to play third quarter. Now Largent with it up top. They're going to call timeout on the floor. It's just going to be a 30-second. We're just going to keep it here and thank some sponsors. I'd like to thank Labette Health, Bartlett Co-op, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Labette Community College, Elmhaven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Tank Connection, Clemens Insurance Agency, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Drs. Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Parsons District Schools, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Wood Insurance Center, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Babette Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, SEK Ortho, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Idea Tech, Day and Zimmerman, and Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services. Thank you to all of our sponsors bringing you Viking basketball. The Vikings trail by 23, 37-14. 4:40 to play third quarter. And Jason Shaw to inbounds for the Vikings. Gets it into Morton. Morton just checked into the game. Now Andre Ford with it up top. Back up top to Morton. Morton now. Hands off to Largent. Now to Shaw. Shaw from the elbow. It's going to be a jump ball. Deshaun Pleasant gets the ball unstuck. On the jump ball possession to Fort Scott. Now Dirks Kegler brings it up the court, gets it off to Anderson. Now Williams into the game. Now Kanan Brown scores it. So Kanan Brown, the only one in double digits, up to 13 now. Jason Shaw with it. 39-14 is our score. 25-point advantage, and that's where we were at the half. Fort Scott led by 25 at the half at 35-10. Now it's a turnover. Here comes Kanan Brown. Nice little layup for Brown. Kanan Brown with 15 now. Up to a 27-point advantage for the Tigers. Marion Morton. Morton needs help. Kicks it back out to Pleasant. Now Largent. Now Ford. Spin move. There's Shaw. Going to call a foul on Anderson.
Tiger foul charged to number 14, Tyler Anderson, his first personal foul.
Tyler Anderson picks up his first foul. Isaac Mack checking in for the Vikings, checking in for Shaw. Shaw's a little gimpy coming off the court. Now Ford with it. In the girls' game, that would have been a foul. Morton nearly took steps. Now Pleasant with it. Kicks it back out to Mack. Now Ford. Now Largent. Pleasant. Down to 3 minutes to play third quarter. Andre Ford with it up top. Ford. Spin move, gets in the paint. No good. Anderson brings it up the court. Gives off to Kanan Brown for a three. And it's no good, but Dirks Kegler skies for the rebound, and now Ford fouls Kegler.
Vikings foul charged to number 3,
Andre Ford picks up his second. 41-14 in favor of the Tigers. 2:36 to play third quarter.
He replaces Dirks Kegler. And for the Vikings, number 15, Preston Heatman, and number 24, Kai Gregory.
Moreland and Ogren check in for the Tigers, along with Anderson and Brown. So now Dexter Williams back to fourth with Kanan Brown. 18 on the shot clock, 2:17 to play third quarter. Dexter Williams for a three, in and out, no good. Rebound goes to Anderson though. Now Kanan Brown wants a three, no good. Marion Morton rebounds for the Vikings. 2 minutes left in third quarter, 41-14. Preston Heitman, little runner, no good. Kai Gregory with a rebound and put back, and it is good. And Kai Gregory will go to the line to shoot a free throw as well, as he was fouled on the shot. So 41-16, and Gregory will be at the line to shoot one. 1:51 to play, third quarter. Corday Morton checks in for the first time. Free throw is up and good. So Gregory now with 5 points. 1:48 and counting here in the third quarter. Keenan Brown with it. Gives up to Dexter Williams. Now tried to throw it down low, but it was intercepted. Vikings now with the ball. Here comes Andre Ford. Gives up to Kai Gregory. Now Marion Morton nearly lost it. Puts it on the floor. Now he kicks it back out to Corday. Andre Ford kicks it back out to Marion Morton. Thought about the three. Now Gregory. And now here's Heitman in the paint, and he is fouled. So Preston Heitman will go to the line to shoot two.
Second foul, first to 14, Tyler Anderson, second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Foul goes on Tyler Anderson. That'll be his second. So Preston Heitman, the sophomore, will go to the line to shoot two. First one is good.
Check in for the Tigers, number 5.
Heitman will have one more. Jax Armstrong and Dirk Skagler check back in for the Tigers. So Heitman's second free throw also good. That's his first points of the game. So Andrew Houck will check back in for the Vikings. 1:12 and counting. Third quarter, 41-19 in favor of the Tigers. Jax Armstrong gives up to Kegler. He just walked, no call. Dexter Williams kicks it back out to Armstrong. Now nearly stolen by the Vikings, but it goes out of bounds off of Ford. 54 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Vikings trail by 22. Now Kegler gets down low to Williams. Back up top to Armstrong. Now Kegler. Now Moreland. Nice shot by Quade Moreland. He now has 8 points. 43-19, 24-point advantage for the Fort Scott Tigers. Now Preston Heitman, missed shot. Here comes Jax Armstrong. 20 seconds to go here in the third. Kegler with it. Moreland thought about the three. Now kicks it back out to Kegler. Now Dexter Williams. Now Armstrong for a three. No good. Now Williams puts it up. And we are at the end of the third quarter. 43-19. Let's take a 1-minute break. It was a Viking basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome back to Fort Scott High School. Tony Fuentes here, and we are ready for fourth quarter. Andrew Houck to inbounds for the Vikings to start this fourth quarter.
Team fouls reset for the quarter. Ball to the Vikings.
Now gets it into Shaw. Cole Kennett into the game. Hands off to Pleasant. Pleasant all the way across to Shaw. Now Hauk with it at the top. Back out to Pleasant. Now Cole Kennett with it down low. Now Pleasant trying to get into the paint, just is unable to. Now Largent with an easy bucket. So Connor Largent with his second basket of the game, and the Vikings actually won the third quarter 9-8. Now they get the first bucket of the fourth. 43-21, 7:19 and counting. And an easy bucket from Marlowe. So Marlowe had been quiet, didn't score in the third quarter, but he gets the first bucket of the fourth for the Tigers, up to double digits for him. Now Shaw, guarded by Kegler. 45-21, Vikings trail by 24. Pleasant trying to get it down low. It's not going to work. It's stolen away, and here comes Jax Armstrong. Gets it to Brown. Now Kegler wants a three. No good. But an offensive rebound and put back by Marlowe. Graydon Marlowe now with 13. 26-point game at 47-21. 6:28 to play here in the ballgame. Now Largent with it. Now Hauk. Now Pleasant. Back out to Shaw. Shaw puts it on the floor. Puts up a shot. No good. Outlet to Marlowe. Here comes Marlowe. Jax Armstrong gets in the paint. Missed a shot. Here comes Shaw. Under 6 to play. And they're going to call a foul. No, not a foul, but out of bounds on the Vikings. So 5:55 to play in the fourth. Vikings trail by 26. 47-21. Dirks Kegler, the senior, brings it up the floor. Hands off to Kanan Brown. He's also a senior. Now Jax Armstrong for a three, and it's good. So Jax Armstrong, with only his second basket of the game, gets him to 5 points. 50-21. And we got a timeout on the floor. And we're just going to keep it here. Thank our sponsors one more time. Labette Health, Bartlett Co-op, Carson Law Funeral Homes, Labette Community College, Elm Haven Nursing Home, and Woodridge Estates. Tank Connection, Clemens Insurance Agency, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associate of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Parsons District Schools, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Wood Insurance Center, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Labette Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, SCK Ortho, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Idea Tech, Dan Zimmerman, and Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services. Thank you to all those sponsors bringing you Viking basketball here in the 25-26 season. Vikings trail by 29 points, 50-21 at the 5:30 mark here in the fourth quarter. The Vikings send out Pleasant, Hauk, Corday Morton, Jason Shaw, Connor Largent, and Jax Armstrong, Graydon Marlowe, Dirks Kegler, Kanan Brown, and Creed Clayton on the floor for the Fort Scott Tigers. Now Shaw in the paint, puts it up, no good, and Marlowe nearly with the ball, but it's knocked out of bounds anyway by the Vikings, and so it'll be Fort Scott basketball. 5:23 to play here in the fourth. Jax Armstrong, bring it up, the sophomore, bring it up the court. Dirks Kegler. Kegler gives it to Brown. Now in the paint to Marlowe, and Marlowe scores it. So 15 points now for Marlowe. And we are at 5:04 and counting. 31-point lead now for the Tigers. And there's Shaw. Shaw nearly loses it. Kicks it back out. Nope. Tries to throw it off of Kanan Brown, but doesn't end up going out of bounds, but the Vikings end up with it. Now Houck with it up top. Largent in the paint, no good. Here comes Kegler. 4.5 to play. So foul's going to go on Jason Shaw. So Drayden Marlowe on the floor in pain. I don't know if it's a cramp or what, but so got an injury timeout. So let's take a 30-second break. Listen to Viking basketball on B93.
Here's a bright idea. Streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't
number 15, Preston.
Welcome back to Fort Scott. And Drayden Marlowe walked off the floor on his own, so he is fine. Just checking in the game is Rome Strickland for the first time for the Vikings. Marion Morton gives up to Preston Heitman. Now Isaac Mack. Isaac Mack kicks out to Strickland for a three. No good. Rebound Kanan Brown. Now here comes Dirk Kegler. Gives it up to Dexter Williams. And they're going to say a foul on the floor on Mack. Actually, they got the foul on Rome Strickland. So Aiden Ogren checking in for the Tigers. And also Tyler Anderson checking in for the Tigers. Dexter Williams to inbound. He gets it inbounds to Ogren, but they're going to call a foul on Jax Armstrong. So Jax Armstrong picks up his 4th foul. Wow. And now it's a running clock, so not going to matter if he fouls out or not. It's a 31-point advantage for the Tigers with only 2 minutes to play. So Andre Ford with it up top. So now Isaac Mack for a three, no good. And now we're going to say shot clock violation maybe. So it's going to go shot clock violation on the Vikings. Minute 38 and counting. They're playing the ball game. Jax Armstrong to bring it up the court for the Tigers. Now Ogren gets it off to Dexter Williams. Williams in the paint, scores it. So the senior Dexter Williams gets in the scorebook. Now they're just going to substitute some players off the bench for both teams.
Checking in for the Tigers, 0 Paxton Leisure, number 4, Jackson Schaefer, number 13, Lathan Johnson, number 23, Colt Black, and number 24, Owen Larson. They replace Dexter Williams, Jax Armstrong, Tyler Anderson, Creed Clayton, and Aiden Oakridge.
Now Rome Strickland to bring it up the court for the Vikings. Gives off to Torian Martin Sutton. Now Heitman throws it away, trying to get to Clark. Under a minute to play. Now shot up and good. Colt Lipe with the basket, 3-point basket. And now Torian Martin Sutton. And now Heitman, missed shot. Now Lipe will bring it up the court. Lipe gets in the paint, kicks it back out. Now they're just going to hold it, I believe. And that's going to be your final. 57-21 is your final score. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
Ready for the Bowen Pharmacy post-game report. And we'll run down the scores. Dexter Williams with 2. Claude Moreland with 8. Dirk Skegler with 2. Keenan Brown 15. Drayden Marlowe 15. Aiden Ogren 4. Creed Clayton 1. Jax Armstrong 5. Colt Lipe 3. For the Vikings, Jason Shaw with 8. Kai Gregory with 5. Preston Heitman with 2. Connor Larkin with 4. And Deshaun Pleasant with 2. And Vikings just couldn't get it going. Lose this one big, 57-21, and we will be back in action next Tuesday at Labette County. So for Harrison Hall and Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio, this is Tony Fuentes signing off from Fort Scott.